Donuts in Anne Arundel County is now on the FBI's 10 most wanted list. Bhadreshkumar Patel is charged with murdering his wife Palak Patel back in 2015. Police say he killed her in the kitchen in the backside of the Hanover Dunkin Donuts. He was last seen in New Jersey taking a hotel shuttle to Newark Penn Station. A $100,000 reward is now being offered for information leading to his arrest.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are looking at the gruesome crimes of Bhadreshkumar Patel, who was born in May 1990 in Viramgam, Gujarat, India. By 2015, he was married to Palak Patel, and the couple were travelling together to visit relatives in the United States. Patel was 24, while Palak was only 21 years old. They were in a happy marriage, and they were looking forward to the prospect of going to see relatives in the USA. Unfortunately, it wasn't long-lived. On the night of April 12, 2015, Patel and Palak were working a night shift at a Dunkin Donut store in Hanover, Maryland. It was very popular in the area, and the store was owned by a relative of Patel who the couple were visiting. Surveillance footage showed Palak and Patel walking together in the kitchen around 9:30 before disappearing out of view behind some racks at the back of the kitchen. Moments later, Patel re-emerged without his wife, turned off an oven and left the store. This was the last time Palak Patel was seen alive. The body of 21-year-old Palak Patel was found later that night. She had been beaten and stabbed to death multiple times with a large kitchen knife. Investigators believe the couple had an argument, with Palak wanting to return to India and Patel wishing to remain with his relatives in the US instead. It seems that Patel enjoyed the prospect of staying in America way too much. Too much to the extent that he felt he had to kill his wife in order to stay. What's even more disturbing is that the store was still open. Customers started to arrive at the store, and they started to grow concerned when no employees were serving them. Fortunately for the customers, there was a police officer nearby. He was approached by the concerned customers and checked out the scene. Upon searching the store, the officer came across the grisly sight of Palak's body. Police then checked the surveillance video and realised that Patel was the killer who had vanished. He was not identified as a suspect until over an hour after the murder, giving him plenty and way too much time to escape. After murdering Palak, Patel fled the store and returned to his nearby apartment on foot. He took personal items, got a cab to a hotel near an airport in Newark, New Jersey. The taxi driver later reported that Patel was very calm during the journey, suggesting that maybe Patel had this murder on his mind way before he committed it. He checked into a hotel in Newark and was actually seen on surveillance video at the counter paying in cash for a room. He checked out the following morning. Patel was last seen on the morning of April 13, 2015, at Newark Penn Station in New Jersey. Reports suggest that he took a shuttle to the station from the hotel and has not been seen since. It seems that since he got to that train station, no one has seen him and no CCTV cameras have picked him up, really questioning where he could have gone. Authorities believe that he could have fled the country or could be hiding with relatives. Patel had a visa to be in the US, but it expired after the time he carried out the murder. This suggests that because he had no visa, there was no indication that he was able to legally leave the country, suggesting that he could still be in the US. An investigation with Palak's family into the murder revealed that the last conversation she had with them was about returning home to India. This call was made moments before Palak was murdered by her husband, suggesting it could have been overheard by him. Police believe that Patel murdered his wife for this exact reason. Patel was also said to have connections in Canada, India, New Jersey, Kentucky, Georgia, and Illinois, thus making it even harder for the authorities to find him and causing them to span out their search nationwide. Sooner or later, his crimes are broadcasted, and Patel made the FBI's top 10 most wanted, with a reward of $100,000 for information on his whereabouts. Although no one knows the real motive behind Patel's crimes, there is no way to know if he planned the murder. Because after the 1 minute that they spent behind those racks, Patel seemed to be very cool and very calculated, escaping and even taking the time to turn the oven off as he left the store, suggesting he was very calm at the time. Patel was also listed as an international flight risk. A police officer known as Detective Kelly Harding for Anne Arundel County Police really hit the nail on the head with her quote about the case, saying that they're almost always able to find the suspects in these cases, and when they do, they're usually full of remorse, asking, "What have I done? Why would I do this to someone?" But they're not taking a taxi cab and crossing state lines to escape. Patel was a cold-blooded killer. Several investigators also believe that Patel could be with distant relatives in the US, or that he could have fled to Canada, as well as travelling through Canada back to India. Those are all among the plausible options that police investigated. The FBI believe that the $100,000 reward will really help in the capture of Patel, quoting that somebody out there sees the publicity or knows something already has been reluctant to come forward, and hopefully they'll be encouraged by that amount of money. But whether they do it for the right reasons or just the money doesn't matter. Patel needs to be caught. 5 years on, Patel, 29 years old now, is still at large. FBI have said that he should be considered armed and dangerous, and if any information is found on him, contact the FBI immediately. The imagination can only conjure up what it can, but at the end of the day, the best guess is that he simply didn't want her to leave America, and it's possible that he thought that he would be disgraced by her going back to India. One thing is for certain though, Palak Patel was a beautiful young woman who didn't deserve to lose her life in the back of that shop on April 15th, 2015. We can only hope that one day Bhadreshkumar Patel will be caught and brought to justice for his gruesome crimes against his wife. Once again, thank you for watching and taking the time of my video. Please subscribe, like and comment your opinions on the case. Hopefully one day this man will be brought to justice.